Broken Worlds, Exalted, Skeleton Keys. Episode 7. It is May 2018, and I'm Devin, the referee. To my left, we have X playing Y.
Nicole playing Tepid Burrell.
Kevin playing Poison Orchid.
Alright, gang, what happened last episode?
We roughed up a couple musicians. By we, I mean he did.
You know,
You
liberal
tortured
arts
an
students.
elephant.
And yes, we tortured an elephant.
And then you sent a Batman gang to go up against people you didn't like.
I've never met them before, but they're musicians, so I can just assume I didn't like them.
My God. Yes, so you have a lead on this Book of the Dead you're trying to track down, which in a roundabout way will lead you to Void Within Without's Reality Bomb.
One would hope.
Which in a roundabout way will lead to the city having more stable connections. Which in a roundabout way will help the exchange consulate.
Also, getting rid of these very powerful magical devices is also just good for the city.
Yes.
These bunch of idiots thinking it's a ghost book that's going to make them have cool powers or something. I don't even remember what they thought, but it's something stupid like that. It's like, no guys, you're going to open a hole to Malpheus. Cut this out.
They want to learn magic so they can open a Hogwarts in the mountain.
Right. Some stupid shit like that.
So, your gang scouted out a bunch of locations for you and found a apartment block that has been converted and sealed and reinforced from the inside. And within the catacombs below that lead into the original burial mountain that was Ten Gods Mountain before the city was here, is your prize.
So we're just going to break and enter.
I'm going to sneak and enter.
Oh, we didn't do the episode thing.
Oh, shite. Want to do it now?
What?
We didn't do the end of the session thing for last session.
We should do it now.
Oh.
Because it gives us XP.
Yeah, you want that XP.
I mean, right now I have enough to level up, so we could just do...
Alright, end of session for last session for the listeners. Everyone mark 1 XP. Did we fail in some regard? I don't think so.
No. Once again, we got everything we wanted.
Unless we count having immaculate monks being a problem now as failing.
I think that would be part 2. Did we expose ourselves to danger, cost, or retribution through our actions?
Okay, yes. Or a little... Yeah.
Yes.
Did we progress our story in a meaningful way?
Yes.
I found where the book is, so yeah.
Yeah. And you got a plan with your grandmother. So there, boom, bing, boom. 3 XP for that whole thing.
So we got 7 XP right now.
Oh, which is, I think, enough to level.
Yeah.
Once you get time to train, which you haven't yet.
Yeah.
Alright, now we'll move forward with this session.
That was such a fake laugh.
It's the most real...
It's real!
Impossible. Anyway.
I'm going to sneak into the place.
Alright, I just want to cover a few things before we get into the actual infiltration.
You okay?
What are you two bringing with you?
Weapons?
My gang. Well, at least like 15 to 20 of them. As per the, stat block.
Alright, you bring your horde. What was the name of your gang again for the listeners?
The Ivory Tongue Guild.
The Ivory Tongue Guild. Alright, your collection of men and women at arms come with you. Oh.
Sorry, specifically I'm bringing the sneaky ones because I have that tag. So.
Perfect. Alright. So, you guys are outside the apartment complex in Ten Gods Mountain. The ever-present storm and cloudburst rain showers down. You can every once in a while hear the crackle of thunder. The apartment complex is a wood and stone affair with boarded-up windows, roofs that look like they're very flat and square, actually. They don't have that same kind of arch to them. I think they might have come from the south, actually. You can even tell they have some of those air conditioning chimneys built into them that allow like air exchange to happen to cool it off in the blistering hot summer. Those have been like boarded up with like stone and stuff, so
It
the
doesn't
house
fucking
doesn't
flood. Yeah.
The rain is the rain and weather is worse here. There's a lot more lightning and a lot more like crackle and wind. There's an evil chill running through this place. And okay, we're back. So,
Burrell? Is that
Burrell. What?
Yo, I didn't realize you had like a pronunciation key written down.
I don't want to fuck it up. Or draw attention to the fact that there's 3 ways for me to pronounce it. Burrell, you arrive at this apartment complex first,
Yes.
and you want to do some infiltration before the rest of the loud, rowdy bunch gets here.
Yes.
How will you be infiltrating this place?
What do you mean by that?
Like, what's your style of breaking in? What kind of, techniques do you use?
Stealth?
You walk on the floor, you climb on the ceiling.
I'm assuming I go
do you
through
use,
windows.
like...
I'm assuming I go through windows and stuff and climb on ceilings because I can climb on ceilings and walls where people wouldn't expect me to make it easier to sneak.
Do you use your air essence to make you invisible, like a shimmer? Do you, glide on, I different breezes?
2 dark shadows because it means that I'm invisible and you can't fucking see me, bitch. Also, I cannot fly, but yeah.
Okay. So you're a classical ninja.
Yes. It's creepy spider ninja.
All right, you're going to move through this place, and what are you trying to get to? Who are you trying to figure out?
There's sounds like there's a ritual chamber in the basement. Is what it sounds
there are
like.
catacombs below where they're all holed up.
Yeah, so I'm wanting to go there and scout out to see if there's a more important area looking place, where they would keep, the book we're looking for. If there's a more important person looking place, or if there's a safe, that kind of stuff.
Okay, I think at this point then, you're going to use your hunter move, Close Eyes and Still Hearts, and you can empower it because of your Panther School technique.
Yes.
So, let's see how successful you are at figuring that out.
So, 10 plus 2.
10 plus.
Yep.
So, you pass undetected, accomplishing your goals as you choose. So, you enter the apartment complex, you cut the windowsills, move them up, stayed the ceiling and the bows and the hanging sort of wooden archways. Or, yeah, I guess they've reinforced the inside with wood after all this time, or an equivalent. And then you eventually make your way down to the basement where they've cracked open the floor itself and gone into the bedrock of the city and actually pickaxed their way in. And deep below, it's dark. Can you see in the dark?
I don't think I can. I think we went over this last time too.
Yeah.
There was something else I was going to take that would let me see in the dark, and I didn't take it.
Oh no. Oh no.
I think. Where's the thing that lets me be invisible?
Here, we'll pause. Anyway, we're back. I'm sure you have a way to make light or whatever to be able to see your way through without being caught. But the catacombs that you break into have burial chambers and paths, and you're able to kind of see where it's being used, that it branches out into 3 different little areas. One is an area where the ghosts, quote-unquote, sleep when they're not doing their thing. It looks like it's like a little hideaway hole. There are mats down on the ground and lanterns that are cold right now. Tiny little, basically like spirit shrines, not to a god or anything high concept, but just like a good luck shrine or a prayer wheel. A little kind of wheel that when you're chanting worshiping, the wind kind of spins in front of you. The other room, which is currently occupied, is some sort of large ritual antechamber. There are bodies that have been entombed down here and mummified, or shadows of them, basically. And the center of the floor, there's maybe 12, 15 ghosts. They're all sitting down on mats in a little kind of spiral configuration, and they're quietly murmuring and chanting, and every once in a while other people walk by them and with like ladles full of water and rinse them. And it looks like it's actually water, not whatever's down here in the underworld. It's water. And in the center of the spiral is a woman who is wearing what looks like cyan funerary robes. So white robes. The people of Cyan are funeral people. They're really big on death culture. And she has a book at her feet where she's standing, that is that book, Bound in Flesh. The third room is a sort of vault door has been built into it. Like it looks like it's been taken from somewhere else, and you're easily able to slip in. And there are various weapons, oils, water from creation. Like there's a lot of creation material in here that's just been stored up.
They don't have weapons on them, it doesn't look like.
No, not right now.
Is this the vault?
Yeah.
You're saying? Like I could close it and lock it kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay. It might be a good idea to do so. And then when his guys show up, they'll probably make a distraction, draw some people away. I'll keep an eye on person with book. I wonder if this is where they lock the book though.
Yeah, there's a place for it.
In this cupboard?
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay in the cupboard. I'm just gonna hide in the cupboard.
It's not a cupboard. It's like an entire room that has a locking door.
Yeah, I'm gonna hide in it.
Okay.
Probably on the ceiling, especially if there's beams and stuff I can hide in the shadows of up there. And hopefully, when he comes, they're gonna lock up the book. And then I'll just take it and leave. And we'll have the book. And then...
How will Orchid know to come in if you're in here? Because he's presumably waiting for you.
Probably set up a time. I'm gonna go ahead a bit.
Okay.
Okay. So it's just at a certain time.
Yeah, exactly. Like, just, give me like a half an hour or however long like this kind of thing would normally take. And then, your guys should come in.
So this is like an apartment building?
Yes, it's an apartment that would have held 4 different distinct dwellings that's been kind of combined together with like walls knocked down and stuff.
I want to create a distraction in one part of the building before I enter, so that it draws some people that way.
Alright, what kind of distraction?
I'm going to take one of the seeds that's been growing inside my body. And, I'm going to take one of the seeds that's growing inside my body and throw it into one of the windows, or... Are there windows?
Yeah, they've been boarded up.
Okay, well, this is a plant, and that's plant matter, so I'm going to throw it up to one of those and cause, like, vines and more of that poison fruit to start growing from there, and start kind of digging into the foundation.
Okay, so it's going to be like a lot of noise?
A lot of noise, a lot of, that part may start collapsing a bit. Yeah, just destruction in that area.
Okay.
And, yeah, I'll give that a few moments before entering.
Okay. Let me take a look at something. Okay. We just decided to make that an overcome move using heat, just because it's sort of a social thing. You're trying to like use battle tactics and whatnot. And I decided to make it a move because, success and failure would be interesting in this regard to see what kind of presence you draw off, where the fight would happen. It kind of sets the tone for what might be going on here. So, the foundation starts to break and twist under these supernatural plants you've kind of put into the area. And after a while, I guess you don't see or hear anything because you're locked in the vault?
I'm not locked in it, but I'm in it, yeah.
Okay, well, the vault eventually opens. And some of those ghosts come in and grab, like, short swords and, like, little stacks of charms.
Is there a little book ghost?
No. And they run out, and they head upstairs. What are you doing right now? Like, what are you doing while the distractions happen?
I'm entering with my gang. The sneaky ones.
Sneaking in.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, are you sneaky? Like, I don't mean mechanically. I just mean, like, is your character sneaking through, or is he just kicking open the door and you having to have people wait in the wings, like ninjas?
He's pretty sneaky, actually. I think he's using his vines, like, from under his robes to kind of bring him through the hall like some kind of horrible Slender Man.
That doesn't sound sneaky. That just sounds all like a horror movie.
Yeah. It's keeping his feet off the floor, so it's kind of like...
Clever.
Yeah. Like a
All right.
spider.
As you guys are moving through the rafters and the roofing, three ghosts come up from like a basement area armed with short swords, like straight hacking swords, and they're looking around, not looking up because they don't see you quite yet.
Okay, 3 of them. Yeah, the gang's sneaking. Guess I could try.
How do you want to deal with them?
Yeah, I'm kind of debating. I'm gonna grab them by the throats using the vines and whatnot and hang them.
That sounds like reach heaven through violence right there.
Okay.
You're just going to end them?
Yes.
Go for it.
Where the fuck is that other? Yeah, that'll work. Oh, 2. 7, 8.
Yeah. What is your damage?
I do. Well, this is also my gang because they're in here as well.
Yeah.
So
What do you do for damage?
2.
2. Easy enough. They're dead.
Okay, they just kind of.
You and your gang like pull them up and stab them a bunch and kill them, and then slowly, carefully put their bodies down.
2 of the bodies go down. One of them just kind of goes up into those robes and disappears.
Oh, there we go. Eating ghosts. Never pass up a chance to eat ghosts.
Never.
All right. What do you do now? What's your next move?
I'm gonna go deeper in, I guess.
All right. Eventually, you'll reach the catacombs, and you and your gang will, kind of funnel on through there.
Okay.
There's those 3 pathways. Which one do you take first?
I would also like to say, is there a way for me to keep an eye on the meeting room while being in the vault?
No, they're just on a completely different branching path. Unless you have that wasp style and can like tag people so you can see through their eyes.
That'd be neat, but I don't have that.
2 of you down each hall. Return to me after you've gone.
After you scout out the area.
After you've scouted out the area, yeah. So I was gonna go meters. It's like they wouldn't understand the metric system.
It's a metric system. I wish I knew the old-timey terms for things, like,
As the stone throws.
yeah, that stuff. Like, in Fate's Day Night, the fake assassin, where he's like, your sword is like 3 somethings and 4 half somethings long. It's a blade, what?
They judge by hands.
Yeah, he also had other things, too, like, I think it was like, I don't want to say koku, because that's money, but he had a thing, he said, that I remember with some of the translations, and it was neat. But alright, they'll go down the tunnels stealth-like and come back to you.
What have you found?
Let me... Alright, you see some of those gang members that are more stealthy, like they're clearly just like, thieves and break-ins, and one of them's like a rat boy. Rat boy is the Japanese Robin Hood, I learned recently.
Oh.
He was a real bastard. Like, he's the classic, like, covered in, like, bandages and stuff, and, like, sneaky and, like, stealing. Yeah. You see them approaching the vault.
Alright. I'm going to get the drop on them, then.
Like, his guys.
I'm sorry, I think you meant one of the bad guys. Well, one of the people we're tracking.
Like, they are bad guys.
They're just not bad guys.
Do you reveal yourself to them or anything?
Yeah.
Alright, like, they're sneaking up, they got knives, they see the vault door, and they're, like, getting, like, a pick out and, like, a mallet, and they're gonna be like, shh.
Gonna drop down. Hey.
Oh! Ah! Shh. Oh, hey.
This is where they store the book. I'm wanting them to bring it here for safekeeping, preferably while they fight you guys.
Okay. You don't have to whisper.
If you can make a lot of noise in their area so that they come here, that'd be great.
Okay. Gotcha. No way.
Yeah, back onto the ceiling.
Alright. Yeah, eventually your rat men come back, and they fill you in. Sleeping area, a vault where she is, and cult area where they have like the book and stuff. And they relay the plan information.
Okay. Spread out, herd everyone in this building towards this central area again.
They're already all there.
The cult?
Yeah.
Oh, they're already in there?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So the plan is to just push them further in?
We want to make a bunch of noise so they hide the book, is what she said.
Oh. Easy enough?
They're not
Start
doing a
breaking
ritual right
things.
now, right?
It could be.
Didn't seem like they weren't saying anything, so I assumed they weren't.
I mean, they were seeing a Masonic spiral, purifying themselves with water.
Yeah, but I'm assuming rituals require chanting. That's what I was assuming. Was that a bad assumption?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll just get them to start breaking things.
Oh, they're real
Making
good at
noise.
that.
Yes. Don't break the expensive things. Take those. Break the cheap things.
Taking. The good stuff is in the vault because the stuff in the sleeping area is garbage.
Break the garbage.
All right, they start wrecking and making a hooting and hollering noise, and people start to like funnel into that cross section, and they're heading to the area where they head to the vault to get weapons.
Perfect.
There's a bunch of people running into the vault to grab weapons.
How many people?
15, 20?
Okay. I'm gonna let that happen.
All right, they arm themselves.
I guess I could have just trashed all these weapons, but then they would be like, oh, this vault is obviously not where we should put things. I'm probably not gonna do it anyways. This plan didn't work.
Why don't you just lock them in the vault?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that.
Seriously, you're gonna slip out and lock them in?
Yeah.
So much for the battle group.
Ghost can't starve either.
All right, you lock them in. There's a few people left in the ritual room, including the central like sorceress.
Mhm.
But yeah, there goes the wall. They're locked in. What do you guys do? What do you two do? I guess I'm assuming you meet up.
Yeah. I think they're actually doing a ritual right now. The book plan obviously wasn't going to work.
Shall we interrupt it then?
Yes.
Excellent.
Back onto the ceiling though, because I like to drop down on people. Spire climb is fun.
Visibly prone. All right, so you and the gang enter the antechamber.
Yeah.
There is a woman in CN funerary robes. There are a few nameless, music guild cultists. And that's it. There's like 4 or 5 people here total. They look disquieted.
What, pray tell, were your intentions with this book?
She's a sorceress. I'm going to assume she recognizes an Exalt by, your stories and the cut of your jib.
She'll be fucked if she isn't.
Right?
Who is this asshole? Attack him one at a time.
Who is the Scar Maker? I'm sorry. I was under the impression this was not within your domain.
It isn't, nor is it in yours. Opening a hole to Malpheus, though. Not the wisest choice one could make.
She kind of she looks perturbed. Where it's like, you think that, do you believe that the servitude of the Brass Kingdom to be your domain only?
More mine than yours. Certainly not a wise thing to be doing. Do your little guildsmen here know your intentions?
Like, they're looking confused that she's not fighting you because, she's powerful. So, and she's like, they know that we walk the path to power. That's all they really need.
Foolish. Very foolish. You have a thing?
A thing?
No, I was asking if I have it. I don't think I... No, I didn't take the thing! Where, if they're not aware of me, I do more damage.
Aw, poor Nicole, if only.
So I suppose I must ask, will you hand the book over willingly?
What would I get in return? We've done no slight to you or your liege. You surely don't believe you can just take from the city and not give anything back.
Surely. This book would damage the city. Your mere intentions with it, say that much.
You say that, but you assume my intentions are malicious and my skill set incompetent.
Then explain yourself. What are you trying to do?
Call up servitors from the Brass Kingdom to serve. Free labor, you can't beat free labor. We are all guildsmen here, are we not?
I just want to try to figure out if she's fucking lying to me about her intentions here. Like, summoning servitors could mean a lot of things.
Sounds like she wants to demon summon. It's what people do all the time. First circle demons are great. The lifeblood of Malpheus. Unless you want to, I don't know, how would you discern her intentions?
Looking at the sorcerer circle, that would kind of indicate what she's trying to summon, yes?
With your occult knowledge? Yeah, do pry secrets.
Okay. Yeah. 6 price secrets. 7.
7 plus. Let me just... Alright, so we did a pry secrets and Kevin got, or Orchid got a single question to ask. What is your question you're trying to pry?
Okay, so Orchid's going to lean down, kind of put 2 fingers to the circle and ask who's really in charge here.
The book has a face, and as you've been talking to the sorceress, you can see that the empty, fleshy eye sockets have been ever so subtly moving as if it's looking back between the two of you as you've been talking.
Oh my god.
Oh. There's one more player in this game then, is there?
She has a sour look.
Well, if you're sentient, speak.
The face on the book kind of just like turns a bit. Gross. Looking at you. Exalted.
Do you have a name?
Pa Wraith.
What games are you playing here?
I don't play games, Death Knight. I provide information to the worthy. Weal to the learned, woe to the foolish. What could I provide you?
Many things. I do believe you would be safer in the hands of Exalted, such as ourselves, over the clumsy hands of a mortal sorceress.
There's not a lot of like exchanging of information going on here. It's a standoff right now.
Mm-hmm.
I am a book, Death Knight. Books don't make choices. They simply impart destiny.
I want to attack her.
You're gonna jump down on her?
Yeah. I specifically want to take the book, actually.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can
take the
disarm
book.
people.
Oh no.
Ooh, I'm taking it.
Oh no!
Her entire arm still clutching the book.
I disarmed you, bitch.
You're disarmed.
I mean, I don't even know if I have anything against her. She might be like a normal person that's like, I'm gonna have a book that's gonna help the world, and then it's like, I'm a demon book and just took over your life. You're an idiot.
You're dead.
I'm gonna take over this dragon blood to look at life instead.
So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, from where I am, I'm going to jump down on her, and as I'm doing it, I'm going to do an air blast to push the book out of her hands, preferably towards him so he can catch it. Also, preferably don't catch it with your bare skin, just in case.
There's very little of my skin that's bare at this
Yeah,
point.
it's gonna fast Cosby you if you touch it. That's the danger here.
I'm just saying,
What?
it's a problem.
It's like, I'm feeling a little dizzy.
So that's what I'm going to do. So that, I guess, is reach heaven through violence, considering
What lets
I
you
can
disarm?
do that.
What lets you disarm?
Your
Your martial art?
I think so, but let me actually take a look again.
Alright, let's... Okay, so her Nicole's Flourish allows her to disarm for empty hand, as we established last session when you leveled,
Yes.
or 2 sessions ago. So you reached heaven through violence her?
Yes.
What kind of damage do you do?
I do 2 damage.
And what are your flourishes?
Ooh, I have, okay, so firstly, my 49 empty palms, which is what I'm using,
Yeah.
has the forceful tag,
Mm-hmm.
which means I roll a d6, and if it's, I think it's if it's
4 to 6.
4 to 6, she gets the reeling tag.
Yep.
Visibly prone.
I didn't get it there, but also my flourish is reeling anyways, so she gets reeling.
Visibly prone.
Yeah.
It takes 2 damage.
Yes.
She only has 3 wounds. She was supposed to have her battle group of cultists, and you took that away from her. Her sorcery is brutal. It's area armor piercing.
Oh no!
Oh yeah.
Brutal.
Yeah. Her attack's called Dark Sorcery, or she has Sorcerer Needles that do lingering damage.
Huh.
'Cause they're
Oh
poisonous.
no! I was gonna say I felt bad and I wasn't wanting to, like, you know, actually, like, hurt her or something, but if she's actually, like, gonna fuck with us, I mean...
She's ready to defend her house and, you know...
Well, we did just break into her house and start attacking her, so that is fair!
She's squatting, so...
One of her break move is if you guys, like, you know, roll a 6 or whatever, she can hit you with Insanity, which makes you unable to determine friend from foe and sends you reeling.
Since you're reeling, though, so you can't attack, so that's fine.
Yeah, after the reeling, you still can't distinguish friend from foe until you're aided.
Oh no.
Visibly prone. Okay, so you drop from the ceiling on her, kick the book out of her hand, and knock her to the ground with elemental energy.
Yes.
You hit her with a few Hadokens.
Book preferably goes to Poison Orchid.
Yeah.
So...
Sails through the air,
Catches
lands
that.
in your hands.
It's just like, well, hello there.
Hello there. So, yeah, she freaks out, but like she's crumpled onto the ground and visibly, you know, damaged and injured by that. What do you do, Kevin? Orchid?
Leave? I mean... There's really no reason to kill her now. We have what we came for.
We can still knock her out so she doesn't attack us.
Oh, yes,
She's
true.
reeling.
Hmm?
She's reeling.
So we can just knock her out.
We also want to know information about where the fuck they keep getting this shit, right?
Oh, yes.
She got it from the music guild, though, so I don't know if she knows where it came from before that.
Hmm. I can do non-lethal damage, right? That's just a
Yeah,
thing.
it's a fucking thing.
Okay. Non-lethal damage. I'm gonna run at her with the book.
Oh my god.
And just bring it under her chin.
Oh my god.
Picturing the face when the book goes onto her now, and it's like, oh, fuck!
We've got an Evil Dead situation on our hands here.
6. I'm not using my clothing for this, so it would just be...
The other one.
Body.
Nope.
What would you get?
I got a 5.
A miss! Blessed day.
Oh no.
You come to attack her with her own book, and she, is she reeling right now?
Yes.
She can't really fight back till she pulls herself together. She will use this break move to pull herself back together then.
Okay.
She gets up and asserts herself. And, like kind of snaps back and takes an attack posture black lightning crackling between her fingertips. Your move, Nicole.
I'm going to sweep the legs.
Just knock her back on her
Oh
ass.
my lord.
We both had reeling. We could just keep her down forever.
I would like to. Does she look like? Oh, she's a wizard. She probably has ranged attack. Never mind.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh, this is plus body or reflex. It's body, I think. So 5, 7. It is a 7. It is a 7. I thought I missed. I'm like, no, not again.
Not again.
So I do get to also roll for flourish. Not flourish, forceful, because it's not a flourish for 49 bombs, you just get it. She does not get reeling again. But I do attack her.
Day.
I do attack her.
You two guys take 2 AP. Her response is to throw occult sutures and curses at you guys.
She also took 2 damage from me, though.
Yeah, she's out of it.
Okay.
It happens at the same time.
Okay. So 2
So
damage.
you sweep her leg as she strikes you guys with occult magic, disrupting your chakras and essence flow, and you just bring her down. She's out.
Maybe we want to tie her up? Ask questions?
Yeah, how do you... Oh, sorcerers and all whatnot need like their hands and shit to do magic, right? Or
Sometimes.
okay, but she was just kind of... Is there a way to like bind sorcerers? I mean...
So they can't do magic?
Yeah.
Anti-magic field magic?
It varies in a lot of ways. Like, it really depends on what she gets her power from and how she works and stuff, and you haven't had a lot of time to investigate that. Though, I reckon if you have her tied up and, have her at your mercy, you might have a better time with the interrogation.
True enough. Okay, yeah, let's tie her up. Leave everyone else in the vault.
Yeah. They're already dealt with.
So you're going to keep her here?
Yeah.
Maybe move away from this chamber?
Hmm.
So you don't want to stick around in the chamber.
Yeah,
doing
fair
stuff
enough.
I mean, there's the apartments upstairs.
Oh, yeah.
You guys relocate and leave the people locked up in the vault.
Yeah.
Where all your treasure is.
That's fine. Once they turn into, specters and start tearing each other apart, we can go back in there.
We don't just let them out.
I mean, we could. It's probably not airtight. We could probably, gas them and then go in.
This isn't the Phantom Menace.
Also, they're ghosts. They don't breathe, so it'd have to be like a ghost herdy gas. Oh,
Ghost hurting
bones.
juice.
I was thinking it too.
Bone hurting juice.
So yeah, we'll take her upstairs to interrogate her.
Okay. After a while, she awakens. Tied up. Just tied up. Nothing complicated. She's awake. She looks like she's doing that whole moaning thing, and then they kind of slowly come to.
Ah, good. No lasting damage.
What more do you want, Exalt?
Well, information, where you got this book from.
The Beast Man got it from his family, from his graveyard, from the Skinlands.
Okay, so he wasn't lying about that. And your intentions were simply to summon what?
Just to strengthen our guild with demons.
What guild are you in?
The Music Guild.
No, I didn't realize she was also in the music guild. I thought we sold it to someone else.
Okay, out of character, what the fuck does the music guild do exactly? They're just music?
Music, storytelling, they have a fair buy-in to most spirits' lives because, music makes you feel nice and it helps soothe your fetters and your spite.
So what, they were just gonna song a bunch of Neoma and stuff to be...
Thinking too literal. Passion mores, Cecilgies or whatever, things that make noise or things that can be used for music.
Did we just chase the entirely wrong lead for this? 'Cause...
No, it's a dangerous artifact. You haven't had a chance to investigate it, but she's talking from her perspective.
Who might we contact if we wanted to get our hands on other powerful artifacts? Other than...
Like, she knew about the demon part. The cultists thought it was necromancy. There's 3 layers of information going on here. Now you're saying who to contact?
Yeah. Other than, and I'll mention whatever the fuck Elephant Man's name was, I don't remember his name.
He got the tip off from, there's a cult here that deals in this stuff. We gave them information and traded some lore we had, and they were able to make the exchange happen through the Skinlands.
Names would be helpful.
They're anti... She doesn't... There's not really a word for it. They're anti-spiritualists. They call themselves the No Hope Way.
Anything either of us would have heard about before?
Yeah, you guys have heard about these guys. They're in the city, and they have a weird sort of reputation of showing up around people who've gone missing. Like, there are signs or members of them. They tend to be nearby within a few days of someone going missing, but usually it's people most don't notice. It's only a retrospect thing. They've been around for a while, but they're very hush-hush.
All right. Do you know where they gather?
I know where one gathers.
One is good enough.
There's a tea house in the Undercity, near the old catacombs of one of the monks' burial chambers. It's a eclectic place. The syndicate frequents there.
Yeah.
All right, and we're back.
All right. A name and location, and frankly, we have no reason to execute you. We could simply let you go.
All right, that seems fair.
We'll of course need your word that you won't do anything stupid.
I can't fight you.
No, you can't. Nor would you be able to fight whatever arcane rituals would, whatever these arcane rituals you were doing would summon up. Occult. Arcane.
It's either way.
I think you have a terrible misunderstanding of the things you toy with.
Well, we'll never know now, will we?
No, thankfully, we won't. Like I said, a name and a place.
She gives you a description of where you can find this sort of chalet or tea house. Just because I'm not going to be like, oh, take 5th Street and stuff. But it's built out of a weird aqueduct that kind of drains water into it, so the sound of the water covers up them gathering. And you're looking for... just trying to... I had the name right here. One moment. You are looking for an individual who goes by the name Fing Gore Bloodnettle.
Very well.
No comment on that?
No. There's no way we could dignify that with an answer.
They have no response to it.
They never do.
I suppose we'll untie. There's no real reason to...
Just kind of shoo her out.
Yeah, be like...
Your people are locked in the basement.
You should probably let them out. Or not. It's up to you now.
Just kind of stands around, looking at all the things you ruined of hers. Waiting for you to leave.
Oh wait, the treasure. I guess we could let them out. Or do you want that treasure?
You open the vault and loot.
Yes.
Rob her a bit.
Alright.
Let this be a lesson.
You steal from them and impress upon her just exactly who's in charge in this city. And leave.
We smashed all her cheap shit too. She has
Yeah,
nothing.
you wrecked everything. You guys ravaged this place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's you guys all hauling your stuff and walking away, and she's just there on the second floor at the window, just kind of staring.
That plant on the outside is still growing and crumbling. This
Yeah,
building.
this building's crumbling.
A lagoon set a fire somewhere.
We're
Yeah.
gonna save this city.
We're demolishing this, so new apartments can be built, condos,
We're gonna put in a bar that doesn't make a lot of noise past 8.
an 8-lane highway.
On and off, on and off. It'll be beautiful. So that is a pretty good end for that session right there.
Yeah.
You guys went in. You got the book though. The book's there.
Oh yeah, we're
Definitely
definitely
talk
taking
to that.
You're just heading back to your chalet with all your ill-gotten gains.
Yes.
So yeah, you have the book. You're at your chalet. It's there. It's made of flesh. It has a face.
I'm gonna put this somewhere on display, in a glass case. We can still talk to us.
But sure people don't touch it.
But yeah, so they can't touch it. Take it. So yeah.
Do you want to talk to the book?
Yes.
Talk to the book. Book's here.
Okay, I thought we were ending, so that's
No,
fine.
no. We'll do a bit of this, and then I don't know. We could do a training session if you guys want to level.
We may as well take that thing that makes it so I get more damage when I do sneak attack.
More murder.
We'll do riddles with the book in order to level up.
All right. If you want to train with the book, the Occult Manifesto, okay.
Yeah, that's how we'll do this.
All right. Let me pause while we go over training, listeners. Okay, we're back. So we did the training session. They leveled up again because leveling is amazing. And they both decided to take a secret that the book could help them know. We haven't figured out the one for Orchid yet, so we'll figure that out between now and next session. But for Burrell, the book itself understands kind of the nature of how to... It's very abstract what the book knows, because it can be used to kind of open up a crack to Cecily, the Endless Desert, and let her kind of flow in, which could let things from Malpheus kind of pour in. The kind of the way to transgress, the way that Void Without was talking about, actually, funnily enough. It seems to be a theme going on in this city. But in that knowledge of how to make different places overlap with each other, or how to make things go where they shouldn't belong, it can be used as a pretty good source for teaching other wraiths Argos, the ability to navigate through the storm walls of the underworld.
Which is super helpful.
Yes. So that's what we did for the training move, and I think now we come to the end of session move. So, gang, you mark XP again. And now, the group questions. Did we fail in some regard?
No, we kicked ass.
Kicked a lot of ass. Did you expose yourself to danger, cost, or retribution?
We let that woman go, so yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that sorceress probably has to come back.
So yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you progress the story in a meaningful way. Another 3. Knocked it out of the park.
We're back at 5.
Jesus Christ, you guys are getting closer to another...
No, we didn't get 3. We only got... Oh yeah, because the end of session one. I think we meant all 3 questions.
There you go. So, I think at that point then, we are done for the night. So, I was Devin,
Nicole?
Kevin?
and this is sponsored by Nobody, signing off.